guys, welcome back to Kendi Beauty. So I was not going to get this collection. I was not going to get it. And then, I don't know, the little Natasha Denona stand inside of me said, you know what, you're going to regret it if you don't get this. Just like with Pat McGrath, just like with a lot of things, too many things. I have FOMO, I have it bad, and I get worried that one collection, that one holiday release that's limited edition that I don't pick up, I'm gonna regret not getting. So you know what, I decided to go ahead and get it anyways, even though I have to be honest, I wasn't very excited just by looking at the collection. We are going to dive right into this collection. We're going to see if it's worth it or not. I was really hoping that Natasha would come out with something more like the Metropolis palette last year. I'm still keeping my fingers crossed. I'm hoping she has some tricks up her sleeve and that this is not the only thing she's coming out with this holiday season. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, tap the bell so you can be notified of all of the new upcoming videos, and let's get right into this new Natasha Denona holiday collection, you guys. Okay, and if you guys are wondering what I'm wearing today, I am wearing the new Rare Beauty foundation that I'm quite the fan of. I'm wearing the Diorific Dazzling Nude lipstick from their new Golden Nights collection, which hopefully I should be posting soon. And I also have on the Pat McGrath Divine Rose 2 eyeshadow palettes. Alright, so this new Natasha Denona collection comes with the mini Zendo eyeshadow palette, which comes with 5 shades, a stark medium dark cool burgundy shade, a bare pastel pink shade, a stripped warm silver shade, a dazz medium coral with light bronze shift shade, and an uncovered dusty coral shade. It also includes a Need a Nude Glow highlighter, which is a nude champagne shade, and then 2 I Need a Nude lipsticks, which are supposed to be additional shades to the original nude lipstick collection she came out with a while ago. I never did a video on that, but I did end up getting every single one of those lipsticks. And these are 2 new shades. It's a Maria, a light rosy nude with a neutral pink undertone, and Andrea, a light nude beige with a natural beige undertone. Okay, and the shadow palette is 0.8 grams. The highlighter is 10 grams, and the I Need a Nude lipsticks are 4 grams each. I know the shadow palette is $25 on its own. If you guys wanted to purchase these items individually, you don't have to get the whole collection. The I Need a Nude Glow highlighter retails for $42 if you wanted to purchase that on its own. And the 2 lipsticks retail for $25 if you wanted to purchase those on their own. Okay, so now on to creating our look. I am going to go in first with, let's see, what is this shade? I can't believe how tiny this mini palette is. I've gotten the 5 pans before, but I don't think I've ever gotten a mini shadow palette, or if I did, I gave it to a friend or something. I didn't remember how like teensy tiny that this is. Alright, so I'm going in with this light pink shade, which I think is called Dazz. I'm not really sure. I don't know. This light pink shade right here is what I'm going in with, and I'm just going in with my Smooth Shadow It Cosmetics brush. And I did put down the Urban Decay Original Eyeshadow Primer. And I'm just like going up to the brow. I'm just kind of using this as a base, and it's just kind of what I figured. The shadow is really not showing up on me at all. And for anybody with not incredibly light skin, you know, this shade probably really won't show up. But it is like a good, you know, transition sort of shade for the brows, you know, right underneath of the brows. And now with my rougher brush, I'm going in with this matte sort of nude pink shade. just sort of dusting that right above the crease area into the crease. Alright, I just tried to blend that out a little bit, and now with my rougher number 2, I'm going to go in with this sort of sparkly rose gold pink shade, and I'm just going to dust that all over the lid. So pretty, I love that shade. And then on the inside, I'm going to go in with this silver shade. Just a very little bit. And then on the very outer corner, I'm going in with this plum shimmer shade. Okay, so now for underneath the eye, I am going to go back in with that plum shimmer shade, and I'm going to go back in with my rougher 2, and just going to smoke out the outer corner. And then I'm going to go in with this silver shade on the inside corner. And I'm just going to add a pinch of that rose shimmer right in the middle. So basically the same thing we did on the lid, I'm just doing underneath of the eye. And now I'm just going to clean everything up, do the other eye, put on some foundation, concealer. We'll be back for the lip and the highlighter, and then we will do some comparison swatches. Alright, you guys, we're back, and now I'm going to go in with this shade and this shade. I'm going to kind of mix them around a little bit to create a sort of blush shade. And I'm just going to go right on the very upper part of the apples of my cheeks with my Charlotte Tilbury powder and sculpt brush. I love her brushes. I feel like they're the best kept secret when it comes to like blush and contour. I love this brush. And I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. Alright, you guys, now we are moving on to the highlight. I am so excited about this. Okay, so I'm going in with my rougher number 4. Alright, now I'm just gonna go in with my finger because I really like a blingy highlight. Ooh, do you guys see this? Oh my gosh. I was a little worried that this was gonna be a little too like gold, because I'm not like the biggest fan of a gold highlight. Like when everybody went crazy about the Amrezy Anastasia one, I was just kind of like, meh. I mean, I liked it, but I wasn't like crazy about it like other people were. I like kind of more of a champagne-y, rose gold, or sort of white frosty highlight. This is definitely more of a golden one, but it's not as gold or like, I don't know. It's beautiful, but it's not like, it's wet and beautiful, but it's in a natural way. It's not like blinding. Yeah, I'm liking the highlight. I don't know if I like it enough though to like have this huge thing. I'll never hit pan on this. This is huge. And it's more expensive, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll wait for our final thoughts. Now onto the lipsticks. Okay, so this is Maria And this is Andrea, and I don't know, they look very much the same. Okay, this one is Maria. So Maria's got more of a corally pink. I would not pink, corally, and then Andrea's more nude. So I am gonna go in with Maria just because I feel like this look is already very nude and I need a little bit of something to warm me up. I really can't complain. I like the Natasha Denona formula. I have all of her other nude lipsticks, but I feel like, you know what? I love nude, but I know a lot of people are just like, oh, another nude. And honestly, there's only so many undertones of nude you can have, so it's just kind of like, you know, everything looks the same. You know what? I don't know if I like that. I think I am going to go back in. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's like a little bit brighter than I was expecting it to be. I am going to go back in with the other one. That was Maria. Plus, it'll be good for you guys to see it, you know, on the lips. Alright, and now I am going in with Andrea. I don't know. No, I don't know. Maybe I do like Maria better. What do you guys think? Which one do you like better? It's hard to tell. They're both very similar. I feel like they look the same. I don't know. I would have liked a little bit of a difference. Like, if you're gonna throw two lipsticks in a collection, at least give it a little, I mean, it doesn't need to be crazy different color, but these are pretty darn close. They are beautiful though, they are. Okay, you guys, so this is the final look. We will get to our final thoughts, but first, I couldn't help but notice how much this new Natasha Denona Mini Zendo palette resembled the Juvias Place Coral palette. And I don't know about you guys, but like my first impressions when I first saw this holiday palette, I was like, oh my gosh, that's Juvias Place condensed into 5 pans and into a mini shadow palette. We will take a look right here. I guess I must be the only one thinking this though, because I haven't heard anybody else say anything about this, but you have the gray shade, you have the pink shimmer shade. There are so many similarities with these two palettes. So if I can save myself some money, you guys, and I don't need this one, and this one is almost the same, then I figured I would share that with you guys really quickly before we got on to our final thoughts. So I am first gonna go in with this shade right here, the matte nude pink, and there she is. And now I'm going in with this shade in the Juvias Place palette right here, and there she is. I can't tell the difference. They look exactly the same. They're like exactly the same shade. The Natasha might be a little bit, just a smidge more nude under, I don't know, I can't tell. Honestly, if I didn't know those were two different palettes, I would think looking at them they were the same exact shade from the same exact palette. What do you guys think? Alright, moving on to the next shade, which is this shimmery pink shade right here in the Natasha palette. And I know that these are not the best swatches, you guys, but I'm literally just kind of pulling this out really fast to show you, because I do feel like this weighs on my final thoughts of this palette and this collection. And I don't know if I should go in with this shimmer shade or this one. Which one would be closer? I think I'm going to start out with this one and we'll see how this one compares. Oh my gosh, you guys, they look exactly the same too. The Juvia's Place might be a little bit darker, but maybe that's because Maybe I need to go in one more time with the Natasha one, just to, because it wasn't like the best swatch. The Natasha one I feel like is a tinge lighter, and the Juvia's Place one is a little bit more of a, I don't know. It's pretty close. It is pretty darn close. Also, I mean, I've had this Juvia's Place palette for a while, so it's really, they're very, very similar, if not the same. Okay. Now on to the silver shade in the Natasha palette. And then I'm gonna try this shade in the Juvia's Place palette to compare to. Okay. So there is a difference. So this is Natasha, and this is the Juvia's Place palette. The Juvia's Place palette is definitely very, it's lighter. It's more of a white frost undertone, and the Natasha is more of a like slate gray, sort of golden undertone, but again, very, very close, very close. There is definitely more differentiation in these two though than the other ones so far. All right, and then this shade right here in the Natasha palette, there really isn't anything I see in the Juvia's Place palette that would even be close, but I don't really need this shade in the Natasha palette. Like, I could get this transition shade in a ton of other palettes, I think I've seen it in a Natasha palette actually. Like, I don't, maybe the Biba palette, I'm not sure. I don't need this, like, me personally, I have this shade in other palettes, so I don't need that. So moving on to this shade right here in the Natasha palette, right there. And now this shimmer shade in the Coral palette, and they are, wow, did I have an eye for this, you guys. I'm proud of myself. They are like the Juvia's Place. This is the Natasha, and this is the Juvia's Place. So the Juvia's Place is a little bit darker. It's a little bit deeper, whereas the Natasha Denona one's a little bit more copperish. And the Juvia's Place is a little bit more bronze undertone. But they are really, really, really close. Really close. Oh boy. Okay. But keeping in mind that this palette is only $25. Alright, you guys, I'm not going to say anymore. Now on to our final thoughts. Okay, so my final thoughts on this new Natasha Denona holiday collection are: the formula on the mini Zendo palette was perfectly fine. It was the great, typical, lush, Italian, expensive Natasha Denona formula. I had no issues with any of the formulas in the palette. Do I think it's a really, really small palette for $25? Yes, I do. Do I think that if you aren't of the most lightest skin tone, it could be, you could have some issues with things showing up? Yes. But I do think it is a beautiful, everyday sort of glam look. I actually really like this look a lot. So the palette I quite enjoy. It's a little too tiny, and I can't believe I'm saying that because I like mini palettes, you guys, but this is like really, really mini. So I don't know, you're definitely gonna hit pan on this palette, no doubt about it. $25 I feel like is a lot for that amount of pan size and for it being only 0.8 grams. I mean, that is not, you're not getting a lot of shadow for $25. The highlight, I mean, it's gorgeous. It worked. I wouldn't pay that price for the highlighter individually. Like, I wouldn't go out and buy the highlighter, you guys, if you're not getting the whole collection. I got the whole collection to show you guys, and because it was more affordable that way to get all of the pieces, you saved a little bit of money. But would I go out and spend that much for a highlighter? No. Do I need this much highlighter? No. I would have much rather her done a quad or even a mini quad than this huge honkin' highlighter. It's only one shade. At first, when I first saw it, it looked like it might have been like, it might have been different shades, but it's not. It's one shade, and it's gorgeous, it's beautiful. I don't know, I'm just not like blown away by it. Moving on to the lipsticks. They're great, they work well, they're very similar. They look almost the same on my lips. Swatching, you could tell a little bit of difference, but on the lips, they look almost identical. Do I like them? Yes. Are they a beautiful formula like her other nude collection lipsticks? Yes, of course they are, but I don't think you need both of these lipsticks. If you're gonna get one, get one. I think they're too similar in color. If she was gonna do a collection, I think it should have been thought out better, and they should have included two varying different lipsticks, not two lipsticks that are almost the exact same shade. Now, moving on to the fact that I do feel like you can get these shades in the Natasha Denona and formula in other extremely more affordable palettes. That being said, swatch for swatch, I felt like these two were the same. Was the Natasha a little bit more buttery feeling? Yes, but when you swatched them, they looked exactly the same. I don't really think there's going to be that much of a difference on the lids. If you guys, though, are interested, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys want me to do like an eye look with each of these palettes to really, really in detail show you exactly how similar they are, I will. But I think we pretty much summed it up with the swatches. I mean, everything except for the gray shade was like identical. Maybe it'll appear different on camera when I'm editing it, but in person, these shades looked identical. It's pretty much the same palette, you guys, at a lower price point. You get more pans, more eyeshadow at a lower price point. I mean, what else can I say? I feel bad because I do love Natasha Denona. I've been a Natasha Denona fan for a while, and I think my overall thoughts are I'm just disappointed in this collection. Does it work? Does it look beautiful on the lids? Yes, of course, but I guess I expect more. I hold Natasha at a higher threshold, especially for a holiday collection. This feels like it was supposed to be released in like springtime. Like this would have been her spring collection. If you're gonna come out with a holiday collection for the holidays, like really do it up with the packaging. Give us a Metropolis palette. I think that's what we were all wanting and expecting. Although, fingers crossed, you guys, I have seen and heard that she's kind of giving some vibes that there might be a big palette or something else to come. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm hoping that this is not the only thing that Natasha comes out with for this holiday season, because quite honestly, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed, I'm underwhelmed. You know, it's beautiful. Am I excited about it? Do I want to play with it more? Absolutely not. Why would I? When I have the Juvias Place palette, I mean, I already have this. I've had it for a while. I didn't need to purchase this. And quite frankly, I didn't need to purchase the two lipsticks, and I didn't need that highlighter. So I'm just being brutally honest. I want you guys to know what you're getting yourselves into. I don't think it's worth spending the high Natasha dollar amount when it's not needed or necessary. Alright, you guys, I know this was a little bit rough today, but I hope you guys appreciate, you know, my brutal honesty. As always, let me know what you guys' comments are down below. Maybe I'm nuts. Maybe you guys totally see two completely different palettes. You know, I want to hear your opinions. Either way, let me know. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and